Hello everyone. Alright, this is about my fourth attempt to get this video out there. The first attempt, some of you might have seen, it kind of cut off halfway through while I was putting on a wire tie on this, demonstrating how this zip tie works. And it just cut off using my phone. I'm using my actual camera right now because I tried again with the phone and I'm just having a heck of a time uploading it to YouTube. I don't know what, I tried last night for about 3 hours and it uploaded about 10% of the video. I tried again this morning, uploaded like 5% in 4 hours or something, so I just said to hell with it, I'll just record another one using the camera onto a memory card, and it seemed to upload a lot quicker. So anyway, so I'll start from the beginning. On Friday I ordered a few things off Amazon and they were on my doorstep by whatever time in the morning, whatever time my wife got up on Sunday morning to get the newspaper, which was pretty impressive. I have an Amazon Prime subscription, so I don't know if that makes it any quicker, whatever. But I got three things. I got it's a red carbon fiber tape. Let me get behind here and see how well that shows up on camera. Not bad. It's a red vinyl wrap carbon fiber tape that I'll show you what I'm going to do with that later. And it was about, I want to say this was $15 on Amazon.ca, so $15 Canadian is probably 35 cents American. Another thing I ordered was a zip tie puller cutter, and this was $20 Canadian, so that's what, 45 cents American. And it's kind of a two-stage puller. It pulls them tight, and then you use this to snip it off flush. So some of them, when you just pull it, and they pull and cut at the same time, and it doesn't always leave it flush, and sometimes you don't want to cut the tails off, you want to leave them remaining for whatever reason. But so this one gives you the option. And let me see if I can get in there and see how that shows. See, it just moves a little, slides a little blade up to cut them. Works really well, I'll show you in a bit. The other thing I got was a extension or an extender. This is a 5-foot cord for my OBD2 code reader, and because the cord that comes on the code reader is about 2.5 feet or something, and it's kind of awkward in some places. Most cars have the plug right underneath the driver's side on the dash, but I've run into a couple that are on the passenger side, so this is handy. And it was, again, I think this was $17, so maybe 40 cents American. Okay, I'll start with showing you how the zip tie cutter works. Go over here, I've got a bolt set up. Let me step in front of the camera here. Excuse me. Scares me. I swear I'm going to give up on using that phone to upload things. I've just been a disaster for me. I need to get like a Fisher Price or Hello Kitty camera or something. So it works with zip ties, fat ones and little skinny tiny ones. So I'll show you. Just put the zip tie on like such. Get it started. And then you feed it through so the cutter end is facing the zip tie. Get it on there. And it just ratchets them tight. And when you got it to as tight as you want it, if you can go tighter or loose as you want. And then you just pull the lever on the bottom here. And it snips it off flush. Nothing sticking up to cut you. Slice your hand open. Anybody that's worked on cars or worked with wiring has probably cut themselves on zip ties at least once. And I'll just show you too that it works with the little ones also. As long as there's enough sticking out through to grab, it works. So put that one on there. And you just poke it through. And same thing. Tighten it, snip. Nice and flush. Works really well. And yeah, let me see if I can get this in here. You can see the opening is about, there we go, let's focus. Probably about 3/8 of an inch wide. So it'll handle zip ties up to 3/8 of an inch wide. I've never seen any of that. Well, I have seen them, but you don't encounter them very often. So that's what that does. And I will come back over here again. And just grab my cheap little Autel 319 code reader, and it just plugs into It's just basically an extension cord. Plugs in. And I'll bring you over to my car here to see if it works. We'll come over here. Dum-dum-dum. Pop open the door. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, just a second here. Up there. Excuse my messy hair, I haven't even got dressed today, I'm still in my pajamas. Plug it in. Get back behind the camera and see, I can pull it out here and see if that'll focus in. And everything works. Enter. It probably won't connect to anything because I don't have the key with me, so it'll probably just keep going until it says no, won't connect or whatever it says. So I'll just hold on a second here, disconnect that. Just want to make sure it works. Actually, before I do that, I'll see how far back this goes. Yeah, I can actually reach like way out here to the back of the car, or more logically, you could be under the hood with it, looking at it while you're doing things. If you've got a bad EDR or sensor under there, you can have the scanner up to it because it does live data, and wiggle things around, see if it's a loose connection or something, and see how that works. So it'd be handy for that. And plus, you're not stooping down all the time to look and see, hold it in an uncomfortable position under the hood. Okay, we'll move back over here. I'll grab the carbon fiber tape and I'll show you what I got it for. Let's see, let's set you up right over here. There we go. So the thing I got it for was I had planned on painting. I was originally going to paint the whole toolbox. And then I decided I was just going to paint the door and the trim. The trim didn't come with it. What the trim is, I actually went to a hardware store, Home Depot here, and got some 1-inch aluminum bright metal it's called. And it's a 1-inch angle iron. And it just fits in here. I was going to 2-side tape it on, but I actually didn't have to because it has this lip on the top and bottom. And I cut it close enough and just sanded it roughly so it fits in there. It's friction fit in there. It isn't going anywhere. And so yeah, so my plan is to cover that with the red carbon fiber tape and do the same thing on the door handles here. Cover it there. See how it looks. It might be different. And if I don't like it, I can always peel it off rather than paint it and having to strip paint afterwards. And for the other part of the toolbox, let's see, let's come over here. Ignore the snap-on decal on there. I just stuck that there. I'm doing something with the Batman logo in the meantime. So I just had an old snap-on decal that I stuck on there. So for this part here, this is just a piece of flat bar aluminum flats. It's 1/8 thick by 1 inch. And it was a 4-foot bar that I bought, I believe, for $10 at Home Depot, and just cut it to size and 2-side taped it on there between the drawers. It just kind of looks better than having the drawers side by side. I just think the trim makes the box look a whole lot better. Kind of breaks up all the black. And so yeah, so that's the plan. So for those of you that were asking how I did the trim, that's how, just 1-inch aluminum angle. And then it's friction fit on, but if your toolbox is different, you can just put 2-sided tape on the back. I wouldn't stick it on both sides, just put it on one, otherwise you'll have a hard time getting it on there properly. Just stick it on one side and stick it on. Use good 3M tape and it'll never ever come off. You'll have a hard time getting it off when you want to. And the same with this. You have to look through the pile to find a decent piece that's not all marked up, because they get scratched really easy. But they can be, refinished yourself at home, just with some 800 grit sandpaper or something, and just smooth out any scratches in them. My plans for this actually is to I've got the tape here and thing. I'm going to take it in the house and do it. is to mask off all the chrome bit here and the inside. And just this little black outside lip I'm going to paint red to kind of go with the trim that I'll put the tape on. That's my plan for that. Let's see. That's about all I have for you now. And yeah, sorry about that previous video. I had a couple of you say, wow, that ended rather abruptly. Yeah, I think that was my fat fingers on the phone when I was moving it around. The iPhone films great, but I'm not so great with it. I need to get used to it, and like I said, I'm having real trouble uploading it to YouTube. I don't know if it's something I'm doing. I changed the format, the resolution, tried lower resolution to see if it was any faster, but it doesn't upload any faster. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I don't know if it's me or YouTube. I did some Googling and found out, and a lot of people have the same complaint, that YouTube uploading from a phone has become really slow for some people, including myself, obviously. So yeah, anyway, so I apologize for that previous video if you had to watch it, and apologize. I had said to some people too that I was going to make a new one, and I was uploading it last night. Well, I tried and finally just gave up and said, okay, going back to the camera. And I did actually read the manual. I haven't watched the DVD for this camera yet, but I read the manual, and there isn't a whole lot on there about adjusting it for video for faster autofocus. I'll have to watch the DVD and see what there is for that, but it's just a lot easier for me to do this and upload. So I don't know if I'll use the phone again. Probably. Maybe it's just a glitch with YouTube right now that it's not recording very well. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me and watching this one, and have a great day. It's Monday today, back to work tomorrow for me, and probably the rest of you in Canada. I don't know if the United States, if you guys had today off, but if you did, hope it was a good one. And please like, subscribe, and comment. Comments are great. Thanks.